Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to our Saturday edition. This is Gashi Skyman. Gachagua is in United States of America. Mother Karua is also in United States of America. Friend Okengo Matiang'I is also in the United States of America. What can we conclude? They may have been going to different occasions. They may be having different agendas. But the truth of the matter is that in one of the videos, I think I posted 3 days ago, I'm not sure the 3 days ago, but I said, when one of the leading opposition leader, presidential candidate, when he joins Rigathi Gachagua, listen to the crowd properly. When he joins Rigathi Gachagua and Mother Karua, something will be cooking. Something is happening here. When you look at Rigathi Gachagua is strategically moving from one state to the other. And he is attracting a lot of attention. Kenyans in diaspora are flocking in doves to listen to the truthful man. Then, Matiang'I is there. When you ask those who are very close to Matiang'I, those who are in his campaign, they tell you that he has gone to hand over to the World Bank. No, he resigned and he's now still handing over. This handing over is taking too long. Why is it taking a century to hand over? How many times is he going to hand over? So we cannot buy that narrative. But the fact that Rigathi Gachagua and Mother Karua are there and Matiang'I joined them, I can say this. A post-Ruto government is being crafted. And it look like the Mount Kenya is going to rally behind Fred Okengo Matiang'I. It look like Mother Karua and Rigathi Gachagua have decided to throw their weight behind Fred Okengo Matiang'I. It also look like that Rigathi Gachagua, Mother Karua, and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's Jubilee have decided that it is Matiang'i's government. This is very, very interesting, politically speaking. I want to say this, that Matiang'I with Mount Kenya votes will be in State House in the morning. That is the truth of the matter. If he is assured of Mount Kenya votes, he'll be in State House in the morning. He'll be the 6th president of the Republic of Kenya. I'm not saying that that is the main reason why he is going there. He could be going for his own businesses, could be going for business deals. But that is the major reason, according to me, because when you look at it, it looks like it is something that's being planned. You know, you don't go to USA, you wake up unless it's an emergency. You say tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, I'll be going to USA. No, doesn't work that way. It is something that is planned, and I think it was planned together. Number 2, in my view, Matiang'I and Mother Karua could be looking for funds. Matiang'I and Gachagua could be joining these people to actually show a united front, to appear that they are united. And when you look at it, if they are going to appear together in public, I know they can meet in camera, they can meet in closed doors and come up with a certain formula. But the truth of the matter is that a government is being crafted. The truth of the matter is that they also want to appear united. Number 3, in my view, why this could be happening or why they could be meeting, they could be planning how they are going to campaign strategy. When you look at Matiang'I has not been campaigning. Okay, he has been campaigning, but not that much. When you compare him to Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka, when you compare him to William Samoei Ruto, when you compare him to others, Matiang'I and Maraga have not been campaigning that much. Maybe they could be agreeing on how they are going to campaign going forward. Because when you look at it, there's something that is not adding up. Matiang'I is missing in some of the campaigns. And sometimes he's expected to join the opposition leaders, but doesn't join them. Maybe they are agreeing on the strategies. And Matiang'I believes that he doesn't need to campaign for 2 years. 2 years is too long for a presidential candidate to be on the campaign trail. There comes a lot of things, transport, food, hotels, booking, security, and so many things. But now when you look at it, you agree with me that they need to agree on how they are going to approach the 2027 general election. Because currently, as you look at it, they look like they have not agreed. Something else is that they are meeting so that Matiang'I can be rebranded. Yes. Matiang'I is likely to be rebranded and appear presidential. Matiang'I is likely to be rebranded and look like he is the next president. If you look at William Samoei Ruto before 2022, when he was a deputy president, William Samoei Ruto rebranded, I think, in 2013. Immediately, he became the deputy president of William Samoei Ruto. When immediately became the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, he started rebranding. And looking at him, you would see a presidential material. Though you could not agree with him, though you could not agree with the policy, you could see already he had rebranded. The same case applies to Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga rebranded. And when you look at William Samoei Ruto today, he is different from that of the time when he was a deputy president. In fact, when he was a deputy president, he looked more presidential than today. So Matiang'I is likely to be rebranded. And, these are strategic moves that should be made for you to convince Kenyans that you are winning. The other reason why he could be going to USA, I think they could also be crafting a government. Yes, crafting a government, crafting a cabinet. Who will be in this cabinet? Who will not be in this cabinet? What are you going to do? What are you going to do A, B, C, and D? How are we going to form this government? Who will be involved? How are we going to fight corruption? What will be the role of Gachagua? What will be the role of Kalonzo Musyoka? What will be the role of Maraga? What will be the role of Matiang'I? I believe they cannot just meet like that. Because, unajua, palipo na wazee hapa haribiki neno. I know they also be looking for ideas from people in diaspora. Like now, this idea of William Samoei Ruto saying that people should be shot on the leg and they go to hospital as they go to prison. I think it is something that they need to maybe come up with a better way. Maybe they can use something like, is it a stacer that is used to electrocute people on the leg? Unapigwa kamoja hivi. And then 5 minutes unaanguka, you are immobilized, alafu unaanguka. And then it doesn't have much impact. It's just to ensure that you cannot be able to maybe to fight or beat the police. You cannot do any harm. Alafu ukiamka unaenda zako. And then the police will be given body cameras. That is, those are maybe the kind of ideas they could borrow. Because all said and done, they will be confronted by major issues, even when they become the president. I remember Maraga was asked by Yvonne Okware in Citizen TV, what you do if people wanted to go to State House and he was the president? And he said, you just bring the police. Don't just bring the police like that. How are you going to bring them? Will they be armed, or how are they going to handle this situation? So that is my take, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think, but that coincidence of Matiang'I, Maraga, and not Maraga, Matiang'I, Gachagua, and Mother Karua being the United States is something that is significant, politically speaking. Oh, blessedly.